Today on WEEN TV, host Salita Bryant interviews television and radio personality Egypt Sherrod. Stay tuned. Hi, you're watching another episode of WEEN TV. I'm your host, Salita Bryant, and we're joined with the dynamic and beautiful Egypt, radio and television personality. Thank you so much for joining us here at WEEN TV. Right. Now, you're a very busy lady. You are a pop culture correspondent for the Maury Povich Show.
Yes.
You are a radio personality for Premier Radio, which is in over 60 cities.
Over 60. Actually, we're over 75 now. Yes.
And now you are taking on another endeavor, which is to be a host for an event called Women Empowering Women.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Women Empowering Women Summit, which is coming up. We're very,
June
very
14th
excited
to the 15th.
about it.
Tell us a little bit more about that event and why you decided to be a part of it.
Well, you know what? The mission of WEW is really my mission, which is to uplift, empower, and embrace women.
Right.
You know, so often women, we look at each other like competition, and we really, really need to change that mindset.
What are your views on the current state of the entertainment industry as it pertains to women?
That was a loaded question, wasn't it? You know, I think right now, women, we are in a better position than ever before.
Absolutely.
You know, it's you can just look at it in plain sight. We've got Oprah Winfrey, Deborah Lee at BET, Queen Latifah, Halle Berry, Beyonce, you know, and quite a few of those women that I named are top earners on the Forbes list right now.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, I do think that more emphasis needs to be put on equal pay. Right. And equal opportunity for promotion and advancement for women in entertainment.
Do you think that the entertainment industry can be more responsible in the images that it's giving, you know, to the youth out there regarding women and things like that?
Realistically speaking, you know, it's an uphill battle. It truly, truly is an uphill battle, but we can do it. However, it's going to have to be a collaborative effort. If you look at the level of single mothers out there right now, and that's why I call upon the women, you know, sometimes we have to play the mothers and the fathers and the everything.
Right,
so,
absolutely.
you know, if your son doesn't respect you and doesn't respect his sister and the other women in the family, what makes you think he's going to go out in the street and respect any other woman? So, you know, we need to teach our sons how to be gentlemen again. But at the same time, ladies, we need to be responsible for how we allow ourselves to be portrayed as well. And I know it gets tempting. Look, I'll say it myself. I was in King magazine. I was featured in a few other magazines when I was a bit younger. And it was tempting. You know, it looked like it was the thing I was supposed to do. And then you step back and you say, what message am I sending? You know, how do I want people to look at me?
Right.
And in the future, will I want my kids to see, you know, these pictures? What type of name are you really trying to make for yourself? And I think that's what we have to ask ourselves each and every time that we go out and we make a move that could potentially compromise ourselves and our self-value.
Whether we're talking about young girls or young boys, how can we sort of engage them in the process of saying, you know what, let me hold my head up a little bit higher?
I think that we are in an entirely different time than any of us have experienced in our own life. This is a new day. Barack Obama, I'm not saying it like Jesus Christ has come back to the earth, but I am saying this is the first time ever that children will grow up and see a black president, and greatness will be the norm versus I will be second rate, or I can only go but so far, or I can only reach up until here. So then they set the limits in their own mind. If they see that the sky is the limit, I can one day be the president of this country or the leader of this free world, then that will eventually manifest itself. And I think images like that we continue to see, you know, will only take us into a new direction for our next generation.
Who is one of your, I guess, your biggest female role model?
My mom, you know, she's come from very, very humble beginnings, and she's worked so very hard to make sure. I'm the eldest of four. Okay. And she worked so hard and struggled and tried so hard and compromised so much of what she wanted for her life to make sure that my sister and I had the things that she didn't necessarily have. And so, and I love her and I cherish her for that. And, you know, I don't think I've ever really told her. Wow. So I'm going to make sure she watches
this interview. Yeah. Absolutely. Now, we have been pretty serious throughout this interview.
Cerebral, right?
We've tackled a lot of different issues. Now we're going to relax it a bit for our viewers, and we're going to do something that we call the Quick Six.
Okay.
What is your favorite guilty pleasure?
Ooh, my favorite garlic pickles.
Oh my goodness.
Garlic, somebody gave me a high five in the back. That's what I'm talking about. Garlic pickles at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not pregnant. Don't start the rumors. But I wake up with a craving for garlic pickles. And so I go down now and I put hot peppers and dill and everything into the, the big pickle jars you get from Costco's or Sam's Club, and I bottle them because
now
I know I want to have some hot garlic pickles at 3 in the morning. Wake up breath funky. But it's all good.
Okay. If you were not a radio and television personality, what career would you attempt?
I would be doing exactly, I guess, what I am doing, which is real estate. I'm also a real estate investor and a licensed real estate agent in New Jersey. I've been so for about 6 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. What is your favorite vacation spot?
Oh, wow. Well, I love Paris.
Oh, wow.
Love. If I could speak French, I swear to you today, I'm out.
You would be gone.
I loved it. I enjoyed it so much. The people were nice. The shopping was great. The weather stayed at about 76 degrees, which is not too hot, not too cold the whole time. Right. I really enjoyed it.
Where are you your happiest?
Where am I? Like, where in the world, or where?
Where or when?
When am I my happiest? Believe it or not, it's not at the parties, it's not at the red carpets, it's not at the industry events, although I do appreciate my career. It is when I'm home making it a blockbuster night. I mean,
with your pickles.
With my pickles and my butter popcorn. Stop playing.
We're gonna keep giving Egypt
Somebody's
questions.
Whispering, what's my pet peeve?
Okay, they're asking what is Egypt's pet peeve?
Lateness.
Oh my goodness.
But not just other people, myself. I don't like being late. I don't like keeping people waiting. But in turn, I don't like people keeping me waiting. One of my very best friends in the world is the worst person. I mean,
oh my goodness.
If I tell her 4 o'clock, she'll say, I thought you said 8:04.
I have a friend like that. I'm like, seriously, why do I have to wait for you 45 minutes every time?
I've known her for about 15 years of my life. I don't know how I haven't caught on and just said 2 o'clock.
Right.
Precious.
Right.
2.
We're shouting you out, Precious. What do you think is the best quality that you could have in a friend?
The best quality, honesty. Please don't feed me any pipe dreams, and don't sugarcoat or put a cherry on top. One of my other very closest friends, her name is Amber Noble, and she's brilliant, but I appreciate that she keeps it so raw with me.
Right.
And you need those type of people in your life that aren't going to let you walk outside with your dress in the back of your stocking.
Right.
You know, those people that aren't going to let you, when you say, ta-da, don't I look good? Say,
like,
no.
No, you don't.
No, baby girl, come on, back in the bathroom. We're going to put this together and fix you up. Or when, and it does happen, it's happened to the best of us, when your head might get just a little big. You might feel yourself just a little too much. That friend is saying,
right.
I remember when.
Bring it back down to earth.
I remember when you were helping me push my Honda down the street when it broke down. Please not forget those days.
Tell our viewers more about your upcoming show.
Oh, the TV show. Okay. You'll be able to catch me weeknights at 11 p.m. That's our scheduled time right now. Nationally, you got to check your local listings. Fine Living Network, all right? I'm going to be the host of Bartender Wars, which is just fun, reality, action-packed, pulling jokes and pranks on the customers and the clients. You got to make sure you watch it, all right? And make sure you log on to my site, EgyptSaidSo.com.
Okay.
And I'm on Twitter. You know I have to get that in.
Okay, so they can follow you on Twitter.
Yep.
Check out your website. Check out your new show.
And
listen to me on the radio.
Listen to me on the radio. And if you can, make sure you get out to the Women Empowering Women Summit. Which is coming up.
This June 14th to the 15th.
Yeah, it's not going to be, you won't want to miss it. Please don't be one of those people saying, oh, I really wish I could have gone. Right. And then you have to wait a whole nother year until the next one.
Right.
Susie Orman, Jillian Michaels, Patti LaBelle are all going to be there. And I'm really excited.
It looks like a great event. You're watching another episode of WEEN TV, and I'm your host with Salita, signing out with Egypt. Thank you so much.
I dated a man, and he's lucky I'm still calling him a man. I dated a man for 5 years, ladies.
Oh my goodness.
Who had 2 children I never knew about.
What?
If anyone will make you sacrifice that relationship with your child, they're truly someone you shouldn't be with. So that was his excuse. You told me you didn't want to be with anybody with kids.
Please.
Well, I'm with someone with a child now who is there for their child.